Chefs are going whole hog. That means heart, liver, and intestines are no longer being tossed in the scrap heap. In Chicago, Snout-to-Tail meets Mediterranean. The Purple Pig opened 5 years ago, tucked behind an office building on the Magnificent Mile. The saying goes that if a pig gets drunk off red wine, it turns purple. There aren't any inebriated pigs here, but the restaurant earns its namesake with its wine and swine menu. 30-year-old Jimmy Bannos Jr. heads the kitchen.
Pig's ears and tail cooking and pork livers and feet, everything. There's not one part of the pig that I will not cook. Pork chop or pork tenderloin is not necessarily the best cut. And as chefs, the challenge is being able to take what people call like the unwanted parts and making them hopefully great. The pig's ears here at the Pig are one of our signature dishes. They're not typically easy, it's skin and cartilage, also known as the dog treat. A little bit different than that.
The ears are boiled in water for 7 to 8 hours, which breaks down the cartilage.
And then we slice them, do a milk and flour, and that's it. Fry them up.
The ears are tossed with pickled cherry peppers, fried kale, and seasoning, then topped with a fried egg. This all might sound like a fad, but it's really just smart, sustainable food production.
When you get a whole lamb, if it's on their farm, when they butcher it, they're not just going to cut out the rack. They're going to use everything.
Not only does using the whole hog minimize waste, it's cheaper. All the dishes at Purple Pig are under $20.
You're not gouging the guests, which is really, I really have a big problem with that. I'm not paying over $10 a pound for a protein, and I don't have to charge $35 for this.
For only $13, the milk-braised pork shoulder is just as satisfying as a hunk of steak.
This is the magic.
Think pulled pork, but rich, creamy, and paired with mashed potatoes.
We are essentially we're braising the meat in milk, a blend of milk and pork stock, marinated, something salted overnight. All that goodness from the braise, the milk solids that form, and all that flavor from the meat. We pull all that braise out and then buzz it in a blender until really nice and smooth. Thicken it with a little bit of roux, and that's the sauce that goes on top. It's spoon tender, but it holds together.
The pork shoulder is so popular, it's never taken off the menu.
We can go through like almost 1,000 orders a week.
Chef Jimmy sources all his pig parts from local farms in Minnesota and southern Illinois.
Developing new dishes with the Snout-to-Tail cuts isn't always an easy process, but it just gets me so excited.